Hello. Hello. Others. Hello. Others. Hello. 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 Hasmita.
సార్
ఇది audible ఆ?
చెప్పండి సార్.
Okay, okay. ఇంకా ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేశారు అందరికి.
వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
ఇన్ఫార్మ్ టు ఎవ్రీ
University.
ఓకే.
ఇన్ఫార్మ్ టు ఎవ్రీ వన్. లెట్ దెమ్ ఆల్ కమ్.
ఓకే సార్.
Hello, others.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Right. Be online, okay? So we'll wait for 2 minutes. Okay? Let all come. Inform to your friends also.
Yes, sir.
Inform to everyone
sir,
to come. Okay? See, today we will discuss.
We kept in groups are coming.
Okay, right. Actually, I thought that Anjay sir will take the class, but I think he is not responding. We will complete our concepts. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, other subjects, 4 units completed, no? Asmita?
हाँ
Hello?
sir.
For other subjects, 5 units they have completed.
हाँ हाँ yes sir.
Completed. Okay, right. Informed everyone. Shall we start or wait for some more time?
We'll start sir.
Where is CR? Preeti is not there.
They are
Pratisha.
coming sir.
Okay. Now they are.
Just coming sir.
Okay, right. Pratisha just now joined. Where is Anusha? Anusha is not coming to classes. Okay, parallelly they will join. Okay, right. So for everyone, is it audible? Na? Right, no problem. Right, video also you can able to see. Right. Shared screen you got, na? Shared screen. Yes. ले ले तू ले ले बेटा. It's okay. I will share the screen. Right. See, you people take one paper now, right? So note down that important points. Okay. Right. See here. See, in yesterday's class, where we have stopped. Hello. Hello. Snippets we have started, right? Hello. Anyone of you, please respond. Samhita. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So yesterday, uh, we have started one concept. Okay, that is triplets. We have started. Okay. So actually, in the JSP, we can able to find the different types of
Triplets, yes, sir.
elements.
JSP triplets.
JSP triplets. Okay. Right. So we have started JSP triplets yesterday. Right. So let me tell you one thing here. See, in the previous class, okay, we have discussed what are the JSP elements. Okay, what are the different types of elements you can able to find in JSP. Okay, so we have categorized those elements into three different types. Okay, into three different types we have categorized the elements. Okay, some will be scripting elements, some will be action elements. Okay, right, some will be declarative elements. Okay, once again the scripting elements, once again the scripting elements are categorized into, yes, once again the scripting elements are categorized into different types like expressions, okay, and comments, okay, how to write the comments in that, okay, and how to use the scriptlets, okay, all those things into different categories we have divided the scripting elements, okay. So here see, in previous class, okay, we have seen what are the action elements also, okay, and we have seen how to insert the Java code in the JSP using scriptlets, okay. Right. Then after that, we have seen how to declare the elements in JSP. Okay, what is the syntax we need to follow? Right. So all those things we have discussed. Now we got the clarity, right? So now we got the clarity how to write the JSP page. Okay, right. So with all the elements, we can develop the JSP page. Okay, easily we can develop it. Okay, right. Then after that, see here, here today we will discuss one more concept here, right? That is, so after knowing all these things, okay, we'll go with the another concept here. Okay, so actions also we have completed. Okay, right. So in order to represent the behavior, okay, we can go for the actions in JSP. Okay, now in today's class, we will see the remaining things. Okay, this unit is very, very easy unit. Easily you can score the marks now. Okay, right. So JSP is very easy one. Okay, right. So now our next concept is code snippets. Okay, right. So code snippets. Okay, so what is this code snippets means? Already you know, we know about functions. Okay, right. So in C language we have functions. Okay, what is the main use of the functions? Right, if you want to reuse the code, okay, right, so if you want the code to be used in your program, okay, at any time you can go for the functions. Function is nothing but what, sub program, okay, some part of the program you can call at any time. So like that in JSP, if you want to reuse the code, okay, if you want to call that particular code, okay, right, so you can call it. Okay, in order to use the functions in C language, what we will do, we will call the function by using name, okay, so that the function definition will be called. Okay, so similarly here what we will do means, first we will write the JSP code. For that JSP code, okay, we will give some with the help of the function name, okay, we will be calling that code. Okay, right. So for that, here we are not calling it as functions. In JSP we will call it as snippets. Okay, right. So very easy concept here, snippets. Okay, right. So just to see here, code snippets. Okay, this will be used, okay, for some blocks of source code that is reusable. If you want to reuse a code, you can go for code snippets. Very easy one, and very in the short questions you may get this. Okay, right. So code snippet, just observe the code here. Okay, already I said to you how to write the JSP code. Okay, so in the JSP page, okay, you can able to find HTML elements, you can able to find the HTML tags, along with that you can able to find some JSP elements. Okay, right. So this complete code, this complete code, okay, from here to here, see, so from here to here, this we will call it as the JSP program. Okay, that is anatomy of JSP page here. Okay, right. So here, see, we are using some HTML here, heading. Okay, just I wrote one heading there. Then after that, I am writing some JSP code here. Okay, by using JSP elements. Okay, right. So here one element I am using. What is that element here? This is declaration element. Okay, here what I am doing is I am defining one function here. So what is that function here? Random heading is one function. So in this random heading function, I am writing some code. Okay, so the name of the function is random heading. Now what I will do means, by using code snippets, okay, I can recall that at any time. Okay, what is the name of the function here? The name of the function is random heading. Okay, just I am writing some code, some return statement under this function. Okay, whatever you want, you can define it here, you can describe that function. Okay, right, function definition you can write it. Okay, but in order to call that, what I am doing here, I am writing one statement here, that is code snippet statement. Okay, how to write this? Okay, less than percentile. Already you know how to write the JSP code. Okay, so it should be included in between less than and percentile symbol. So in this less than and percentile symbol, that is I am writing here that equal to random heading, means I am calling that function here. See here, I am calling that function here, random heading. Okay, right. So this type of writing we will call it as code snippets, means you are calling some code, okay, existing code, okay, subcode you are calling it, okay, by using the function name. Okay, right. So this particular thing we'll call it as code snippets. Okay, this particular thing we'll call it as the code snippets. Right. So then see here, very easy one, just like the functions here. Okay, right. So you can reuse that particular code. Okay, right. Just like normal functions, it will work. Okay. So here, what I am doing here, equal to, I am writing equal to means expression. Okay, this is declaration and this is expression statement in JSP. Okay, already we have discussed about that. Okay. Next, coming to our next concept. See here, very easy one. Code snippets for 2 marks. You may get this question, 2 or 3 marks. Okay. Next, after that, in JSP, we'll be having some objects, implicit objects. Okay. We'll be creating some objects. Okay. Right. By using that objects, you can write different methods. Okay. You can call different functions. Okay. By using that objects. Okay. Right. See here in JSP, you can able to find 9 different types of objects. Okay. 9 JSP objects you can able to find. Okay. Right. So who will create all these objects? Okay. Who will create all these objects? Okay. It will be created by the web container. Right. So this will be created by the web container. Okay. A web container will create all these implicit objects. Okay. Suppose for example, see here in JSP, right? So you can able to find 9 different implicit objects. This is also very, very important topic and easy topic in JSP 4th unit. So here objects, okay. So we are having different objects in JSP, like out is one object, request is one object, response is one object. See, for JSP programs and for the servlets programs, we have used some objects like out.println, request dot get method. Okay, so we have used request and response, all those things by using HTTP servlets and all. Okay, now here we can able to see, right, what are the JSP, right, what are the JSP implicit objects. Okay, what are the different objects you can create in JSP. Okay, right. So available objects. Okay, right. So what are the different available objects here? See, out is one object. Okay, that will comes under which type? JSP writer type. Okay, right. So in the starting class, I have wrote one method while explaining about servlets also. Okay, JSP here writer is one method we will use. Okay, what is the type? Under that type, you can able to use an object that is out. Okay. Similarly, for request and response objects, if you want to create, means under which type you need to create HTTP servlet request or response. Okay, like that config, application, session, page context, page. Okay, and exception. Right. See here, and exception is another object we have here. Right? Is it audible? Huh? Hello. Hello. See, if you get any problem in between, you inform me. Okay. Yes. No problem, na? Hello. Others. Hello. Hello.
Sir, no problem, sir. We
Ah,
can hear you
okay.
clearly.
Right, right. Okay, right. No problem. Right. See here, implicit objects. Okay. These are all the objects under which type here just we are representing it. Okay. Just I will tell you one example here. See. So in JSP, how to use this object? Okay. Just I want to take one object here, out implicit object. Okay. Right. Suppose see here, out object. Okay. In servlet, if you want to write, how we will write? Print writer. Okay. So print writer out equal to response dot get writer. Okay, so like this we will write the statement. Okay, print writer is the type. Okay, then after that what you are doing, out is the object you are creating. Okay, this you will be doing in servlets. Okay, right. So but in JSP, how we will write this? Okay, directly we can use out dot. Okay, right. So that is the difference. Okay, right. So these objects we will call it as implicit objects. See here in servlet we will write like this: print writer space out. Here out is what object you are creating in servlets. Okay, by using get writer method. Okay, right. So by using get writer you are creating an object out. Okay, but in JSP, how you will write this same statement? Okay, see here, how you will write this same statements. Okay, suppose for example, see here in JSP how we will write. So in the HTML code we are writing here, see, out dot print. Directly you can use out. Okay, no need to specify the type. Internally it will understand that. Okay, why? Because the JSP code internally will be converted into Java. Okay, right. So here see, in the JSP, right, in the JSP, okay, right. So internally the JSP code will be converted to the Java. That's why how we will write here. See, no need to write print writer space out equal to response dot get writer. Okay, directly we can use out. Out dot print. What you want to print, you will here you will be writing calling one method. Okay, right. So get time in order to display the current system time. Okay, or calendar time if you want to get. Okay, right. Understood, right? So here in servlets we write like this, but in JSP we have to write like this. Okay, that is out dot print. Okay, in servlets we have to write by using its type and all. Okay, but here no need to write all those things directly. You can write out. Okay, so like this in Java, sorry, in servlets, okay, we will be writing completely like that, okay. But in JSP, we are having implicit objects, okay, right? So directly you can use it with the help of objects, okay. 9 implicit objects we have in JSP, okay, right? So all those things you can use it directly, okay. Just list out all those things, and if you explain one object, okay, that is enough, okay, right? Next, coming to the another one, that is JSP Java Beans, okay. So already these things you have studied in your second years, okay, Java Beans concept, okay, right. So see here how to use this Java Beans, okay, right. See here Java Beans means in a simple way we can able to, we will be writing the code, yes. So in a simple way we can able to write the, code, okay, right. So how to write that code, short code, okay, right, that is Java Beans code. See here, okay, see this what actually the Java Beans means. This is a specially constructed Java class, everyone knows about that, okay. But what is the importance of Java Beans when compared to the normal Java code, okay, right. So these Java Beans will provides no argument constructors and default arguments, okay, and some methods it will use, okay. Just we will see here, okay. Already you have learned about these things, Java Beans. Just I will tell you what to write here for the JSP Java Beans, okay, right. So here see this Java Beans, okay, is a special Java class, okay. It will be written in Java, first thing, okay. Make a note of that. Java Beans is what is a specially constructed Java class, okay, written in Java. Next, these Java Beans will support some properties, okay. What are those properties means? These properties may be what? Read, write, read only, write only, all these things you can do with the Java Beans, okay, right. And these Java Bean properties, okay, like reading, writing, if you want to do, you are using some methods in Java Beans. What are the methods means? Two methods we will use in Java Beans, okay. What are the two different methods? Get property name, set property name. For to get any property name, okay, or to set any property name, okay, any name, we can use the methods in Java Beans, okay. So what we need to remember here is for JSP Java Beans, what is the use of Java Beans? That is the code will be written in Java, okay. Next, another thing is, okay, you can able to perform some properties, means this Java Beans support some properties like reading, writing, read only and write operations you can do with the Java Beans, okay. And in order to do those operations, okay, right, so we will be using, right, in order to do all those things, okay, we will be using, right, some methods. Two methods we will use, okay, very very important: get property and set property methods, okay, for to retrieve the data, for to display the data, okay, right. So if you want to access the Java Beans, okay, some syntax we need to follow, okay, right. So here see these Java Beans, if you want to use, we will be using one action, okay, right. So one action element we will use, okay. What is that action element? Okay, use bean is one action element we will use here for to declare a Java Bean in JSP, okay, right. So how to use this use bean action element, okay. So already I said to you the JSP supports different types of elements, okay, right. So in that action is one element. So here in that action we are having different things, okay. Here we will use use bean is one action element, okay. With the help of use bean you can create Java Beans in JSP, okay, right. So use bean is one, right, action, okay. So for the action, what the syntax we have followed? Action, then followed by attribute and value, okay, right. So here for this use Java Beans, okay, creation, we are using one action element, that is use bean element. With that I am using some attribute here. What is that attribute here? ID is one attribute and scope is another attribute. Each and every attribute will be having some values, okay, right? So with the help of these attributes, you can able to know what is the action of that use bean. Okay, right? So in order to create the Java beans, use bean action element we need to use. Okay, right? So next, so here so many attributes you can use like id, right, scope. Okay, all these different attributes you can use. Okay, just we will see one simple thing here. Okay, if you want to create the Java beans in JSP, see here one simple code I wrote here. So just I am taking one use bean example. Okay, with the use bean action we need to create the Java beans. Okay, so JSP, so use bean. So I am writing some attribute and value and attribute and value. Okay, right. So if you want, you can display that particular thing. This is just a simple use bean. How to use the Java beans we have seen here. Okay, right. So now we will see what are the methods we can use. Okay, right, like get property and set property methods. Okay, right. So we will see that one, that example also. See here, see, just I want to access the data. Okay, right. So now I want to access the data means I want to use the methods, that is get property name and set property name. Okay, so how to use using Java beans? See here, very simple code here. So just I'm explaining this one. See, so get and set properties, how to use. Okay, how to use those methods in Java beans. Okay, right. First, what I need to use, I have to create one Java beans by using use bean action. So attribute and values. Okay, then after that, see here. So I want to set some property, right? For to set that property, so I am using one method here. The method is, hello, yeah, set property name is one method and get property name is another method. Okay, so how to use these things? See here, yeah, get proper set property and get property name. Okay, right. So here set property name. Okay, right, this is the method name. So I am giving some name for this as students, and I am writing some attribute here. So for this one also we can write the attributes and all. See, if you want the clarity of that syntaxes, how to use that set property method and get property method, see here, set property name, some name you can, beans id you can write, and property name you can write, and with that you can write the value also. Okay, right. So for the get property also same thing, you can write different attributes also. Okay, right. So here see how to use this. Okay, how to get the property and how to set the values. Okay, see here, first what I want to do, some name I am giving as student. Okay, and what is the property here? Okay, right. So first name and some value I am giving. Next property, last name and Ali. Same property, students, age and 10. See here, I want to set the values first. Okay, for Java beans. Okay, what are the values here? First name is Zara, last name Ali, and age is some 10. Okay, right. So in order to create these values, see here, in order to create these values, okay, so we are using some property. What is that property here? What is the method we are using for to set these values? Set property name. Okay, the method we are using, and we are closing this Java bean. Okay, right. See here, I have closed. Next, after that, now I want to retrieve that, I want to get that names. Okay, so that's why I'm writing one label here, student first name. Then see here, what I want to do is I want to retrieve that data now. So get property name. What is the name of the property here? Students. And property name is what? First name. You will get that first name data. See here, what the output we will get. So if you write for all the three, see here, first what we will do, okay, we will save it. And if you run this, what the output will get is student first name. So in the get property, what we are writing, student first name. Then after that, you are displaying what? Only the property. Okay, what is that property here? Age, Zara, Ali, and 10. So like this, all the values you will get. Okay, whatever the values you wrote for that property, okay, by using that property, you will get the values. Okay, whatever the values you have set for that. Okay, all those values you will get. Okay, right. See, just remember here is for Java beans. Okay, we are using what this one. Okay, one use bean tag we will use. Okay, use bean action we will use. With that, you can use some methods. Okay, right, set property and get property methods. How to use that set property? Set property means assigning values. How to assign that? By giving some name, property, and value. Okay, so 3 different attributes you can use, and in order to retrieve that with the property, you can retrieve that value. Okay, directly you will get that value with the help of method get property. Okay, just remember those two things and write that program, so easily you will get marks. Okay, right. Then after that, coming to another concept here, one simple concept here, cookies. Okay, cookies already you know, right? So in order to store the user's information at the client side, okay, we will be using cookies. Okay, right. So in order to use that cookies, in order to write the program of cookies, okay, you are using some methods. Okay, so right. So we are having different 1 minute, 1 minute. Now, okay, now I think it got restarted. Is it audible to all? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
You can able to see the screen, ma? Shared screen. No? Clear? Sharing screen. Can you able to see?
Shared screen. We can't see, sir. No, sir.
Not visible. 1 minute. I will share once again. Okay. Now? Okay. Now visible. Now visible.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. See here, see cookies we are discussing now. Okay, very simple man. Only 2 topics are remaining, cookies and sessions. Okay, and then after that we'll see the database connectivity. See here, cookies means user information you want to store. If you want to store that information in cookies, we are using different methods. Like you can give get some name, get value, get maximum age, domain. Okay. 1 minute. Some your friends are waiting. Revant and all. Let let us invite them. No? Okay, right. So cookies. So here there are different methods are available, but see, if you want extra knowledge, all these methods you can read it. Okay, that is max age and all. Okay, but simple. See, I will tell only 2 methods to create the cookies. Okay, right. So for to create the cookies, right? For to create a cookie, add cookie method we will use. Okay, for to create the cookie, the method is add cookie is the method we will use. Okay, right. Then for to read that cookie, get cookie method. So only 2 methods enough for us. Okay, right. So for to create the cookies, okay, right, so add cookies method, and for to read the cookies, get cookies method. Okay, Revan, clear? Okay, see here how to write this. Okay, one simple code. See, to create and read the cookie for the given cookie name, already some name is given for you and value is given for you. With that, you need to create one cookie. How to create the cookie? Add cookie is the method we will use. Okay, for to create the cookies. Right, for to create the cookies, add cookie is the method we will use. Okay, so see here what I am doing here. For to create the cookie, just observe the code here. See what I am doing here. I am writing some JSP code. Okay, so add cookie is the method I am using. For to which I need to create the cookie means here I am giving some name as employee ID and some value I am giving. Okay, some unique ID and some value I am giving for this. Okay, right. That's why what I am doing is, okay, I am creating one object here with the name C. Okay, cookie C equal to new cookie of, so employee ID, some value of that cookie. Okay, with the help of this object, I am creating one cookie. For to create the cookie, add cookie is the method we will use. Okay, add cookie method. Okay, this will create one cookie. Now to read that cookie, what the method we have to use? Get cookie method we have to use. Okay, so add cookie, we have used one object here, C. Okay, with the help of C, you can create that cookie. For to read that one, get cookie method we will use. Okay, so here see I have written one method, that is get cookie method. Okay, so how I am reading this one, how to read the data, right? So once again I am creating one array, right? So I am reading all that information in one variable. Okay, right, so in one object. Okay, that is a C array. With the help of C array, I am displaying all those things. Okay, right. See here, just remember cookie for store user information, and for to create the cookie and for to read the cookie, 2 different methods we are using. For to create the cookie, add cookie is the method. For to read the cookie, get cookies is the method we will use. Okay, right. So just using all those things. Okay, similarly sessions also like that only. Okay, right. So here see sessions. Okay, sessions means what? Okay, you can store the transaction information. Right, you can store the information means track, you can track the sessions. Okay, right, by using sessions. Similarly, just like cookies, here also we are having so many methods. Okay, right, just remember here is get session is the method will be used for to create the session. Okay, right, so get session, get id, okay, get creation time, all these different methods are available. Okay, just remember one simple program I wrote here, very simple code. See here, all these programs you need to practice it. Okay, then only you will get the marks. Okay, right, so you can write so much data about the sessions and cookies. Okay, but remember what is the method we are using and what is the how we are implementing the program. Okay, right, so get sessions here. Okay, right, so method we are using and get attribute is one method we are using. Okay, for to create the sessions. Okay, right, so here once again see, for get sessions you are creating one object h, for get attributes you are creating d. Okay, with the help of this, see here what we are trying to do here is, okay, right, so here get session of true, get session of true means it will start the session. Okay, right, so with the help of boolean value it will start the session. Okay, right, so see once if you come to lab we will see that these programs. Okay, just remember here is two methods we are using, get session and get attribute is the method. Okay, right, so what value you want to take, what is the attribute, okay, that is the date you want to display, and after that, and you are starting the session with the help of get session method. Okay, right, and you are creating some object here, h object. Okay, right, so very easy one, just remember that one. Okay, I will share the screen. Last and final one here is connecting to database. If you want to connect to the database, okay, very simple here, very simple program. See, if you want to connect to the database, what you have to do, right, using JSP you want to connect. Okay, you should have the database. Okay, that is SQL. Okay, right, so and some driver you need to use in order to connect to the database, and you need to establish some connection with the database. Okay, you need to install the driver, and you need to have some software, SQL software, and you need to establish the connection. These three things you need to do. Okay, right, so already in class, okay, we have seen these drivers and all. Okay, right, actually we'll be having four different types of drivers, mark, right, so driver 1, driver 2, 3, 4. Okay, we will see that in detail. Okay, right, but see here, for time being, if you want to connect to the database using JSP code, okay, this 4 lines of code you need to write it. Okay, so what is this 4 lines of code will represent? See here, first you need to load the driver. For to load the driver, okay, right, so you need to write one statement here, that is class dot for name of what type of driver you are loading. See here, JDBC, ODBC is one driver name. Okay, so here Sun is what license, and what the connectivity you are using and all those things. Okay, so here JDBC, ODBC driver, this is the name of the driver that you are trying to load. Okay, first what we need to do before connecting, before accessing the database, first you need to load the driver. Okay, for to load the driver, class dot for name of type of the driver you need to write it. Then after that you are creating one object. Okay, that is con object you will create. Okay, for that con object, okay, with the help of that object, okay, what you will do, you will establish some connection after loading driver. Now you will connect to the database. How to connect to the database? Here driver manager dot get connection method we will use. Okay, driver manager dot get connection, driver manager dot get connection is the method we can use. Okay, right, see here, see driver manager dot get connection is the method we are using. Okay, so driver manager, D capital and M capital should be there, get connection of JDBC, ODBC, and Mimi is what I am using. I am creating one database there. Okay, my database name is Mimi. Okay, with that it will get connected to the database. Okay, then finally some message you will get as driver connected. Okay, so what are the things we need to do here? Okay, so if you are writing the program in JSP for to connect to the database, okay, first you will be importing the package as java.sql is one package you will upload. You will write import that package. Then after that you will load the driver, that is class dot for name. Okay, what is the type of driver you are using? Okay, you have to mention JDBC, ODBC driver. Then you need to establish the connection with the help of driver manager dot get connection method. Okay, then finally you need to create one object, that is con object, okay, for the driver manager. Okay, and you need to check whether you are getting a successful message or not. Okay, so these things we need to do if you want to connect to the database. Okay, so here see, with this we have completed this fourth unit. All concepts I have covered. Okay, right. See here, after this next we have one more mark, right? I will tell you. Mm, just 1 minute, I will share another document. Wait, I 1 minute, I will share another document. Yeah, see, actually this is a fifth unit. Okay, right. So fifth unit will talks about JavaScript. Okay, and we will see some Ajax. Okay, how to use Ajax. Okay, and we will see one JavaScript programs. Okay, already in the starting of the classes I said to you. Is it visible, ma? Hello. Hello, is it visible? Huh? Hello, Archana, visible? Huh?
No, sir.
Screen, shared screen.
No, sir.
No, huh? 1 minute. Now check. Now visible.
Yes, sir.
Right. See here. So actually we have completed JSP concepts also. That is fourth unit is over. Then fifth unit is very easy one. Okay, it will take only one session. So just I will give the idea. Okay, right. Then after that we will start. Okay, tomorrow we will see that. Okay. See here, fifth unit will talks about JavaScript. Already in the starting classes I said to you how to use CSS, JavaScripts, okay, and HTML. Okay, in detail I have explained to you. Okay, right. So just see here. I will play this. Yeah. Right. See here, all these concepts already you know. Right. So what is the HTML use? Okay. How to develop the HTML code? Okay. What is the format we need to follow? And what are the editors we can use? And we have implemented some HTML programs also. Okay, right. So all this covers under fifth unit. Okay, then see, CSS also we have seen. What is CSS? Cascading style sheets. Okay, if you want to implement the styles for the complete document, CSS you can use. And we have seen how to use the CSS, what the different types of CSS. Okay, right. So how to select the elements, what the different types of CSS. Okay, all those things we have covered already. See, types of CSS: external, internal, inline CSS, all these things we have covered. Okay, all this knowledge is necessary. Then after that we have seen JavaScript. This is actually needed for us. Okay, so JavaScript is what? Okay, for validation purpose we will use the JavaScript. Okay, so JavaScript you can say so many things about this. Okay, so it is a technology, or the core technology of World Wide Web. Okay, so most of the in the browsers we will be using see, most of the users will be using JavaScript. Okay, for validation purpose. Okay, right. So see here, then after that say what is the major importance also we know. Okay, so for validating, okay, right, for to check any screen, suppose for example registration page you have created. So for the registration page, if you want to put any validations, if you want to check whether the mandatory fields are entered or not, okay, you can write some JavaScript, okay, and you can validate that particular screen, okay, right? So all these things we know, okay. Mostly where we will use this JavaScript, okay, so validations purpose, okay. And if you want to create any menus, okay, right? So and if you want to put any validations on the menus, you can use that, okay, right? See here, already we know about this, okay, right? So why we are going for the JavaScript, okay, for to behavior, for to program the behavior of the web pages, right? So here in this one we'll be using different types of hello, hello, Ritvik joined, ah. 1 minute, 1 minute, I will share once again, right? So applications, all these things, you know, okay, how to use that JavaScript, okay, right? So already by using the script tag, okay, we can insert the script, okay, right? So we can insert the script JavaScript in our program, okay, right? So anyhow, see, hello. Mm. Okay, right. So see, up to now, we have seen what is JSP, and you got the knowledge of servlets. Okay, then we have seen PHP also. Then DDD concepts also we have seen. Okay, what we will do is, okay, in the next session, I will plan for this JavaScript and some remaining concepts. Already you know about JavaScript, very easy one. I think someone is disturbing us. Okay, right. So we will see that. Okay, then see fifth unit concepts in the maybe tomorrow. I will schedule that class. Okay, right. So I will intimate to you, right, guys. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So tomorrow once again we will meet, okay, and we will see what are the remaining concepts in the fifth unit. Okay, right. Now take care. Okay, don't go outside. Hmm? And parallelly, what you have to do is, okay, observe that lab manual programs. Okay, already I have shared the lab manual to you. Okay, so it is available um, with CR. Okay, right. So you collect from CR lab manual. Okay, and if possible, right, practice that program. Write that programs in your records. Okay, once if you come now, then you will be not having time. We will execute it later. Okay, right. Just observe the programs codes. Okay, right. So in the next session, mostly I will complete that fifth unit concepts also. Very easy one. Okay, right. So all those things we will see in the next session. Okay, right. Ritvik wants important questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you want important. Okay, right. So what I will do is, okay,
Yes,
in the next session or in WhatsApp I will post you. Okay, important questions. Which units you want,
okay.
for mids you want or for externals?
No, sir. For
For external.
external,
Okay,
I
right. See,
don't
what I
think
will
so
do
for
is,
external.
Ritvik, I will give some target questions. Okay, so you concentrate on that. Okay, and another thing is,
Yes, sir.
if you people are ready, I will give one task to you so that you can explain it, okay, through your from home you can explain to me, okay, and everyone will listen to that, okay. Ritvik, okay na,
Yes, sir.
right.
Understood. Understood, sir.
Okay, నేను చెప్తాను, okay. So maybe tomorrow
Okay, sir.
next class I will schedule and I will intimate to you, okay, right guys. Okay, take care, bye.
Bye, sir.
Okay ma, bye. Just now only you have entered, Ritvik. You are not seeing WhatsApp messages, huh?
No, sir.
Then just now only you have entered.
No, sir. I'm seeing.
You have listened to all concepts.
I didn't see, sir.
See, another thing is
Yeah, I heard this JavaScript, sir. Last applications of JavaScript.
మరి అక్కడికే వచ్చావు. Okay, but what about JSP concepts? Very easy concepts, all those. See, whatever is available in the text document, okay, all those things are important. I will share the document to CR. Okay, you tell CR forward to you people. Okay, complete data I will send to you. Okay, anyhow, next schedule time I will intimate to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right, guys. Okay, bye.
Okay, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye.